Step right up and greet the Mets. Bring your kiddies, bring your wife. Guaranteed to have the time of your life because the Mets are really socking the ball. Knocking those home runs over the wall. Please try, where's the time? Everybody's coming down to meet the METS Mets of New York.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Turner Field in Atlanta, where today it's the New York Mets taking on the Atlanta Braves. Game 3 of this first weekend series of the season. On the mound for the Atlanta Braves will be Kyle Davies, and on the mound for the New York Mets will be Orlando Hernandez. So far, this has been a interesting series. Both teams have won one game apiece, including the Braves winning the heartbreaker last night in 14 innings. Let me go ahead and raise my dice up so I can see them. And we'll be able to start. Again, we are rolling our own dice. We're playing Stratomatic the way it's supposed to be. We're going to go ahead and play with the dice roller and playing. And today, to make it a little bit easier, I am going to let the computer roll the charts and have everything else be in the favor. So I will be entering all the information in. The computer will be handling all the base running options and giving me percentages and stuff like that. Usually I'll run everything also, but today, just to kind of speed things along, everything is manual though. I'll do everything, but the computer will run charts and everything. So please enjoy it. And I do have, hopefully, everyone out there will go ahead and like and subscribe if you have not. This is New York Met Baseball. So far in this season, the Braves are 3-2, the Mets are 3-2. The Mets lineup is Reyes leading off, followed by Jose Valentin. He bats second today. Then Carlos Beltran, Carlos Delgado, David Wright, Moises Alou, Sean Green, Ramon Castro will catch today, and Orlando Hernandez is on the mound. For the Braves, Kelly Johnson leads off, followed by Edgar Renderia, Chipper Jones, Andrew Jones, Brian McCann, Jeff Francoeur, Scott Thorman at first. Ryan Langoliers will be playing in left field, and batting ninth and pitching will be Kyle Davies. Let's play ball. It's Met Baseball on the air. Jose Reyes will lead off. 24 bats, hitting 333 with a couple triples. Davies is a right-hander. Reyes batting lefty. Here's the first pitch of the ball game. That would be a ground ball to short, picked up by Renteria, throws him out, and there's one out in the ball game. So Reyes grounds out the short, one away, and now here is Jose Valentin hitting 316, two RBIs. His offense has been a plus for these Mets. Davies looks in, gets the sign, and the pitch to Valentin. That would be a struck him out. Ooh, is that going to be an injury? Hopefully not. Let's see. With as played lineups on, he is still in the game. Here's Carlos Beltran. Boy, his bat has just been quiet. 24 bats, one run batted in, no extra base hits, hitting a buck 67. Davies looks in, gets assigned the right-hander to the switch hitting Beltran and the pitch. That's a strikeout for Davies, and Beltran is out of there. One half inning of play, Mets nothing, and here come the Atlanta Braves. On the mound for the Mets, Orlando Hernandez. He got a no decision his first start, went 5 innings, gave up 6 hits, 1 walk, 5 strikeouts. Met defenses Alou, Beltran, and Green, followed by Wright, Reyes, Valentin, Delgado, Castro behind the plate, and on the mound is El Duque. Something to look at with this Met team, to be honest, is their bullpen. They have been absolutely blowing through this bullpen. Feliciano Howman right now is going to be probably not be able to be used without being tired. So the Mets will have some very short bullpen guys they can go with this game. So Duque, like we said before, it's going to have to give the Mets some length, or this could be a problem. Then again, Kyle Davies is a young starter with not many innings. So this could be a high scoring game. So for the Braves, Kelly Johnson hitting 333, 5 of 15, a double and a triple. Hernandez looks in, gets the sign, and the pitch to Kelly Johnson. And that's going to be a walk to Kelly Johnson. So he is on base. So the 5-6 there is a walk. We'll see if he has any speed with Ramon Castro's +2. That's a +1 for Kelly Johnson to run. Let's see if he wants to run. He is starred on a 2-5, so he is going to go for the lead. Does he get it? No, he doesn't. So again, El Duque steps off, throws over, keeps Kelly Johnson where he's at. And now here's Edgar Renteria. Runner on first, no man out. Castro puts down the sign. Hernandez from the stretch in the pitch. And Renteria is hitting 500, 12 of 24, three doubles and an RBI, have an absolute monster here. And that's a fly ball in the right field. Green is there, comes in, makes the catch, and that's the first out here in the first. So now here's Chipper Jones. He's been quiet with the power so far. 20 at bats, a double home run, and 3 runs batted in. El Duque from the stretch. Runner on first and 1 out, and the pitch. That's going to be a base hit 1-10. No, it's denied. So a 1. So a ballpark single on a 1-10. 19 will be denied, and Chipper Jones lines out. Now brings up Andrew Jones. Only hitting 105, 19 at bats, home run, 3 RBIs, 2 outs. El Duque working from the stretch. Castro puts down the sign and the pitch. That's a walk. 2 walks in the inning, and Andrew Jones will take first, moving Johnson to second. Now heading to left-handed hitting, Brian McCann, 158 hitter with a run batted in. Young left-handed hitter, first and second, 2 outs. Hernandez from the stretch, 2 on and 2 out, and the pitch. This will be a walk, and Orlando Hernandez has officially lost the plate. 3 walks in the first. The Braves have the bases loaded in 2 outs, and it brings up Jeff Francoeur. He's had an excellent series, 22 at bats and 2 runs batted in. Right-handed stick. Castro puts down the sign. El Duque Hernandez from the stretch. Bases loaded in 2 outs. Here's the pitch. Single will be caught by line drive by Reyes, and the inning is over. So a 15% chance at a base hit. Rolls the 19. It's been denied, and the Braves leave them loaded. 1 inning of play. Mets nothing. Braves nothing. I want to thank all those who have shown up today here in Atlanta. Turner Field, top of the second. Carlos Delgado hitting 318 through 22 at bats, 1 home run, 4 RBIs. Kyle Davies looks on the windup and the pitch. This will be a base hit to right field for Carlos Delgado. So Delgado with another base hit. His bat continues to impress the Mets. He's on at first, and it brings up David Wright. Wright hitting 238, 1 home run. That was in yesterday's ball game and 3 ribbies. Davis from the stretch. McCann puts down the sign, and the pitch from Kyle Davies. That's going to be a base hit for David Wright. That will send Carlos Delgado to third, and the Mets have runners at the corners with no men out. And it brings up Moises Alou, still having a hot bat, 19 at bats, 2 home runs, 6 ribbies. Can Moises Alou provide offense for this Mets? McCann puts the sign down. Davies from the stretch. Braves playing the infield back, looking for 2. Here's the pitch. That's going to be a popped up the third. Oh my, throws the bat down, almost breaks it. And a catch is made by Chipper Jones and 1 out. So with 1 out, and now ends up becoming Sean Green. His average starting to come up. Had a couple hits in yesterday's ball game. 20 at bats, 2 doubles, and a triple. First and third, 1 out. Big opportunity for Sean. McCann puts down the sign. Davies working from the stretch. Can Kyle Davies work his way out of this one? The pitch is ground ball to second. The infield is not in. Johnson to Renteria to Thurman, and got him. Retires aside. Pitcher's best friend, 4-6-3. We played an inning and a half. Mets nothing, Braves nothing. Mets unable to get anything started. We go to the bottom of the second now. And for the Atlanta Braves this inning, it will be Thorman, Langenans, and Davies to bat against El Duque Hernandez. El Duque looks in, gets the sign. Here is the pitch. 2-9 struck him out. Thorman with the K1 away. And now brings up Ryan Langenhan's left-handed hitter. He's a left-handed hitter trying to swing. Castro puts down the sign. Orlando Hernandez with a weird motion and the pitch to Langenhan's. 1-4 struck him out. Second strikeout for El Duque. That's a big strikeout for him, and that is his second strikeout. And now we go to Kyle Davies in the lineup. He at 192 on the season, did have a dinger and 4 ribbies. He steps up, right-handed hitter against Hernandez. Castro puts down the sign. Orlando Hernandez and the windup and the pitch. That's going to be a ground ball to third. That's hit at David Wright, 4-3. That is going to be an X chance. Wright is a 2E22. 7. He will field it on the 9. There's no error. Got him, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down. Go to Braves. Let's head to the third. New York nothing, and the Atlanta Braves nothing. So Ramon Castro will be followed by Orlando Hernandez and Jose Reyes to bat here in the top of the third. Ramon Castro, his first official at bat for the Mets. McCann puts down the sign. Davies with the windup and the pitch. That's going to be a base hit for Ramon Castro. So Ramon Castro gets a big hit for the Mets. He gets it through. He'll be on first with nobody out, and it brings up Orlando Hernandez, and he'll be asked to bunt here. So let's get the bunt in for Orlando. Here's the bunt. Braves are looking for it, and the bunt. Ooh, he fouled it off, and that'll be a count of 1-2. Let's see if they'll leave the bunt on for him. They'll stay with the bunt. Here's the pitch, and let's see what happens. And the throw is a 15. Let's see if they got Hernandez at first. And he gets the job done. Nice sacrifice by Orlando Hernandez. Not used to hitting. So he gets the job done, puts Castro to second with 1 out. And here's Jose Reyes. So Reyes so far 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Hot hitter on this Met team with a couple triples. McCann puts down the sign. Kyle Davies from the stretch and the pitch. That's going to be a fly ball, shallow center. Chipper, that is Andrew Jones, comes in, makes the catch, and there's 2 outs with a runner on second. We now go to Jose Valentin. Valentin so far today has struck out, been one of the hot hitters on this Met team with runners in scoring position. McCann puts down the sign. Davies working from the stretch. Runner on second and 2 out, and the pitch. That's going to be a fly ball right field. Jeff Francoeur, Frenchie to be known, comes in, makes the catch, and the Mets will strand Ramon Castro at second. We go to the bottom of third. It's Mets nothing, Braves nothing. Bottom of third here at Turner Field. Kelly Johnson, followed by Edgar Renteria and Chipper Jones to bat for the Braves here in the third. So far, the Mets with 3 hits, the Braves with none. Castro puts down the sign. Orlando Hernandez with a windup and pitch to Kelly Johnson. That's going to be a ballpark single. Gets through for a base hit. Just gets past the glove of Valentin. 1-10 on the single. Got the 10. So Kelly Johnson on for the second time. He will try to run again. We'll see if he gets the lead this time. He leans off and doesn't get it. Again, Hernandez keeps him close. Braves have runner on first, no man out. Here's Renteria, 0 for 1, a fly out his first time. He's been one of the Major League's best hitters. 25 at-bats, 3 doubles, and RBI hitting at a lofty 480. Castro puts down the sign. Hernandez from the stretch and the pitch. That's going to be a drive into left field. Back goes Moises, looks up, and this ball is gone. Goodbye. Edgar Renteria keeps his hot hitting alive, a 2-run home run, and the Atlanta Braves take a 2-0 lead on this Sunday afternoon. First home run of the year for Renteria, and he continues his torrid hitting in this first week of the MLB season. So here's Chipper Jones, switch hitter, batting from the left-hand side. Castro putting down the sign, and Orlando Hernandez with the windup and the pitch. That's going to be a 4-10 fly ball into left field, and that should be a catch for Moises Alou. Makes the catch, and that is the first out. So Braves lead 2-0. And here is Chipper. Here's Andrew Jones. Walked his first time up. Castro puts down the sign. El Duque with the windup and the pitch. That's going to be a struck him out. Big strikeout for El Duque Hernandez. The weird motion gets him to chase, and there's now 2 outs here in the third. Here's Brian McCann. Walked his first time up. Castro puts down the sign. Hernandez looks in and the windup. That's going to be a deep. That's going to be popped up. He just missed it. Reyes is there. Will call off the second baseman. Valentine makes the catch, and the side is retired. Atlanta scores 2 on the home run by Renteria. We played 3. It's 2-0 Braves. We head to the visiting fourth. Fourth inning, Carlos Beltran, followed by Carlos Delgado and David Wright. So now Beltran up, again struggling with the bat. Kyle Davies working his fourth inning of work. McCann puts down the sign. Davies with the windup and the pitch. That's going to be a line drive deep to right center field. That's going to be trouble. Drops in for a base hit. A base hit for Beltran. He needed that one to get off the schneid, but unfortunately he stuck at first with a long single. Now we'll see if Beltran can run. He has excellent numbers and good ratings. Let's see. He doesn't, and we'll hold that first. So Beltran will hold. Runner on first, nobody out. Here is Delgado, 1-for-1 with a single. Left-handed stick. Needs to stay out of the double play here. McCann puts down the sign. Davies working from the stretch and the pitch. That's going to be hit hard, caught by the second baseman, Kelly Johnson. And Beltran had a hold. Oh, he hit a rope, but he hit it right at Kelly Johnson. He made a nice play on it, and there is one away here in the fourth. Here's David Wright. Wright so far singled his first time up. Captain America trying to bring his average up. McCann puts down the sign. Kyle Davies working from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Wright. That's going to be a line drive caught, but Beltran this time is caught off first base and a double play. Oh my. Jones got it, went to first. Chipper Jones made a fine play. Beltran was caught off first, looking at the lights, couldn't get back in time, doubled up, and that was the inning. Oh, Carlos Beltran, wake up. Your season has started and your lights are not on. We go to the bottom of the fourth. It's Atlanta 2, Mets nothing. So Frank Coeur to bat, followed by Thurman and Langhans. Here in the bottom of the fourth inning, Orlando Hernandez on the mound in the home fourth. Castro puts down the sign. Hernandez with the windup and pitch to Frank Coeur. And that's a strikeout. Big strikeout there for Orlando Hernandez. That will be his strikeout number 4 with the 3 walks. And now here's Scott Thurman. Thurman so far in the game struck out his first time up. Castro puts down the sign. El Duque with the windup and the pitch. This will be a deep drive to right field. This could be trouble. Back goes Green. Back goes Green. The wind's got it. It's gone. Gone. Goodbye. Scott Thurman, a home run for the Braves. A left-handed power here in Atlanta is a 1-4. Got the 3. And the Braves have now taken a full 3-0 lead. 1 out here in the bottom of the fourth inning, and here's Ryan Langenhans. He'll step up, left-handed hitter with some power. Castro puts down the sign. El Duque with the windup and the pitch. This will be a ground ball to second. Jose Valentine's got it. He's got an easy play. Throws over to first, and there's 2 outs. So now here is Kyle Davies. He'll start here in the fourth. Again, he had a pretty good season. 26 at-bats, a double home run, and 4 ribbies. Hernandez looks in, gets the sign, and the pitch to Kyle Davies. That's going to be a catch axe. Castro is a 3-1. Let's see if he's able to make the play on. Let's go ahead and register. Oops, sorry. Give me back to the full game. Yeah. Sorry about that. I had to do that real quick. 5-4. Catch axe. Let's see what happens. Castro's a 3-1. An 8 will be a pop-up. And a 15 is not an error. So good play by Castro to end the inning. But the Braves do get a run on a Scott Thurman home run. We head to the top of the fifth. It's 3-0 Braves. So the Braves starting off strong with the lead here, and the Mets trying to work their way back in this game. So here's Alou, followed by Green and Castro. 3-0 lead for the Mets. Kyle Davies in his fifth inning of work. McCann puts down the sign. Kyle Davies with the windup and the pitch to Alou. Ground ball back to Davies. He's got it, throws him out to first, and there's one away. Here is Sean Green. How much longer can El Duque go? They can go 1, 2, 3 here and not have to force the issue for Green for El Duque to go longer. That will work. McCann puts down the sign. Kyle Davies, right-handed to left-handed matchup. Here's a pitch to Green. That's going to be a ground ball to second. That's Kelly Johnson. He's got it, throws him out, and there is 2 outs here in the fifth. And now here's Ramon Castro, 1 for 1, had a single back in the third. McCann puts down the sign. Kyle Davies looks in and gets the pitch and the windup. This is going to be a ground ball back to Kyle Davies. This could be an issue. Davies, not known to be a fluid, good pitcher. Let's see if he can get it here. 2E34. That's going to be an 11. He gets to it in time. On the 7, makes the play. Kyle Davies struggled with it. Made a nice play. We head to the bottom of the fifth. It's 3-0 Hot Atlanta. All right, folks. Thank you so much. Give me one moment here, and let's just make sure we have everything under control. It is 3-0 Hot Atlanta in the bottom of the fifth. Kelly Johnson followed by Renteria and Chipper Jones bat for the Braves. Old Duque will stay in. Could be his last inning of work. He leads off the sixth inning here. Let's see what we have going on here at the old ballpark. So the Mets fighting this here. After this, they will return home and open up Shea Stadium for one of the last times, as they are in the middle of redoing it for City Field. The 2007 New York Mets season again will begin Shea Stadium against the Philadelphia Phillies, their heated rivals. Cole Hamels on the mound, and he will be on the mound facing, I believe, is going to be Oliver Perez. And the New York Met opener, that will be a Thursday, Saturday, Sunday, or I should say that should be a Monday, Wednesday, Thursday affair. So here is Kelly Johnson, 1 for 1 with the run scored. Castro puts down the sign. El Duque with the windup and the pitch. That's going to be a strikeout for Kelly Johnson and a big whiff for Orlando Hernandez. His fifth strikeout along with 3 walks. Here's Edgar Renteria, 1 for 2 with a long blast home run his last time up. That accounted for 2 of the Brave runs in the third. Castro puts down the sign. Orlando with the windup and pitch. This will be a long drive base hit for Edgar Renteria. This man cannot be stopped. He can only be contained. Base hit Renteria on the 11. It's a long single. So Edgar is 2 for 3, kicks the batting average above 500. And here's Chipper Jones. Castro puts down the sign. Hernandez from the stretch. Runner on first and 1 out for Chipper. Chipper is going to hit a drive to right center field. That will be trouble. We'll see if they score the run or not. That's a double off the wall. Beltran's a -3. Let's see what the odds are for him scoring. So Beltran gets to it. Renteria around third, 1-10. They'll hold Renteria at third. Second and third, 1 out, and the Atlanta Braves are trying to open this game up right now. And here's Andrew Jones with 1 out. The Mets will bring the infield in. They have to stop any more runs from scoring here. Castro puts down the sign. Hernandez working from the stretch. Here's the pitch. That's going to be a strikeout for El Duque, his sixth strikeout, and could not come at a bigger time. So a big K there. Now here is McCann. McCann is clutch in a little bit of a situation here, so you can get a clutch hit. Second and third, 2 outs. Score is 3-0 Atlanta. Castro puts down the sign. Hernandez looks in, nods, and the pitch to McCann is going to fly ball center field. That is hit at Beltran. He'll get to it in time. The range is not a problem. He is an E6. Let's see if there's a problem on a 10. There is not. Side is retired. So El Duque gives the Mets 5 strong innings. But is it going to be enough as he lead off the six? 3-0 Braves, 3-5-0 for Atlanta, 0-4-0 for the New York Mets. Let's see what I'll do here. What will the best option for this Met team? Again, they need length out of their starters. And Aaron Seeley's already up again in the New York Met bullpen. He worked last night a couple innings. They may go through him. It'll be a righty and Seeley and a lefty and Schoenweiss. We'll see who'll be up for the Braves. Do the Mets want to jump out of their bullpen early here? And I guess they're going to. 3-0 in the top of the sixth inning. What date are we looking at again? This is April. Let's see if we can look this up real quick, and then we could kind of find out what our options would be. So let's see if I can find this. Give me 1 second here. April. So April 8th, 2007 MLB. Let's see if we can get some baseball going here. Let's see if I can find out what happened on this date. Give me a second. Let's see. So the Mets and Braves on this day. It was move the dice out of the way there. Let's see. Mets and let's see. In real life, 3-2 at Turner Field. So let's see. We can get some statistics on this April 8th game. Let's see. About 24,000 showed up to Atlanta. The Mets, let's see how long did El Duque give them. El Duque went 6 innings. Schoenweiss came in for 2/3, and Aaron Howman come in, took the loss. I've been inning a third. Davies went 6 and 2/3, followed by Toronto Gonzalez. These guys. 42 degrees, so a very cool, cold day in Atlanta. So that was something we had actually had our jackets on for this one on April 8th in Atlanta. 42 degrees. So let's find out and see what the Mets want to do. So they use a pinch hitter on this day was Julio Franco. So he'll get the first. Actually, this time I'll go to um, David Newen. He is 1 for 3 on the season, and he'll get the call. So Duque Hernandez only can go 5. And now here's Newen. McCann puts down the sign. Kyle Davies gets it. Here we go as we start this off in the top of the sixth inning. 4-6, the fly ball right field. Jeff Francoeur is there, makes the catch, and there's one out here in the sixth. So now here's Jose Reyes. He needs to get this Met offense going. He's 0 for 2. McCann puts down the sign. Davies with the windup and the pitch. That's going to be a fly ball right field. Same exact one. Francoeur is there. Doesn't have to move. There's 2 outs. So now here's Jose Valentin. So far, he's 0 for 2 today. Mets only can get 4 hits through 5 2/3 on Davies. McCann puts down the sign. Davies with the windup and the pitch. That's going to be a base hit. Yes, it is. A base hit for Jose Valentin. 5-7. Gets the one on the split. It was a single 1-5, and he's on board. So base hit number 5. Mets trying to get back in. Here's Beltran. 1 for 2. A single was last time up, and then he got doubled off. McCann puts down the sign. Davies from the stretch. This could be a big pitch of the ball game, and the pitch. That's going to be a line drive. Base hit for Beltran. Ballpark single. 6-10 is a single 1-10. Gets it on the 6, and the Mets have 2 on and 2 outs. So all of a sudden, they bring the tying runner to the plate. It's Carlos Del. Got it. 5 2/3. Davies in the actual game went Davies in the actual game went 6 2/3, went into the seventh. So situations have arised here. And let's see if the Mets can get a big hit right now. First and second, 2 outs for the Mets. 3-0 Atlanta. Mets with the tying runners on. Delgado will bat against Davies. McCann puts down the sign. Davies from the stretch and the pitch. That's going to be a single. No, it's a line drive at Kelly Johnson, and the side is retired. Needed a 1-5, rolled the 20, and the Mets will strand 2 in the 6th. Pitching change here in Atlanta. So, new pitcher for the New York Mets, and it will be Aaron Seeley. So, Seeley will come back out for the Mets here. And he'll pitch to Francoeur, Thurman, and Langenans here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Castro puts down the sign. Seeley with the windup and the pitch. That's a base hit for Francoeur. His bat has been hot for the Rays. 1-6. So base hit. It will now come to Scott Thurman. Thurman in the ball game is 1 for 2, including a solo blast in the 4th. Castro puts down the sign. Seeley from the stretch. 1-5. The drive hit the deep right field. This could be trouble. That's over the head of Green. Let's see if it's enough to score him. So it's going to be a double. Again, it's Beltran on it. Francoeur on the run. They were being held. Again, I think it's a 1-10. It is. They'll hold the runners up, and the Braves again have second and third and no man out. So here's Ryan Langenhans. Second and third, Mets again playing the infield in, trying to stop any future runs from scoring. Castro from the stretch puts it in. Seeley looks in, nods, try to make a good pitch right now. Can he do it? Struck him out. Big strikeout on Ryan Langenhans. So 1 away. Now here's Davies. Davies goes 6 2/3 in RL, but he can swing the bat, so he will. But the Mets will keep the infield in. Castro puts down the sign. Aaron Seeley working from the stretch. Second and third, 1 man out. And the pitch. Ground ball, the second hit at Valentine. This could be a troublemaker. 5-12 for E19. Does he make the play? It's an 18. He'll hold the runner up. On a 13, there's no error. Nice play by Valentine. Snuffed out. Holds Francoeur. Throws to first. And he saves a run. Jose Valentine makes a huge stop. And now here's Kelly Johnson. He's 1 for 2. Seeley trying to work his way out, or the Mets possibly go to a lefty here. They don't have, besides Schoenweiss, they don't have another lefty in. Renteria's really hot bat, waits on deck. You don't want to walk Johnson here. Castro puts the sign down. Seeley from the stretch. He's trying to put Kelly Johnson to sleep with the Seeley pillow or the Seeley mattress. Seeley from the stretch. Second and third, 2 outs, and the pitch. That's going to be a shot down the left field line. Drops in front of Alou. That will score 2. Braves. Francoeur scores. Here comes Scotty Thorman. He'll score. And the Braves have opened up the scoring and lead at 5-0. Johnson knocks in 2 with the double. So here is Renteria, runner on second, 2 outs. Castro puts down the sign. Seeley now from the stretch. And that's going to be a strikeout for Renteria, and the side is retired. But the Braves score 2. We played 6 here in Atlanta. It's Atlanta 5, Mets nothing. 5-8-0 for Atlanta, 0-6-0 for the Mets. We go to the top of the 7th inning here at Turner Field. David Wright, followed by Alou and Green. Kyle Davies on the mound for the Braves. Davies the windup and the pitch. That's going to be a single 1-10. No, it's a great play by Renteria again. Oh, he went and got it. He is having one of the best weeks in Major League Baseball. This time again makes a defensive stab. 1 away. Here's Moises. He's 0 for 2. One out here. McCann puts down the sign. Kyle Davies looks in, and the windup to Alou. That's going to be a line drive deep left field. That could go. Langhans back, and gone. Goodbye. Moises Alou hits one in the left field seats. And the New York Mets have clawed back in it. It's now 5-1 as Moises Alou goes long and far and gone. So a 3 on that will send this puppy out of here. And the Mets are back in it. It's now 5-1 in the seventh. Third home run of the year for Moises. And here is Sean Green. Let's see if Sean Green can get the Mets back in this here. McCann puts down the sign. Davies with the windup and the pitch. That's going to be a walk. And all of a sudden, now the Brave bullpen better get up. Davies' fatigue is about to hit the all-time now. He is officially tired now. So Davies is done. Now here's Ramon Castro, and here comes Bobby Cox. So that should do it for Kyle Davies. New pitcher coming in. And to go to the guy who was in the actual game, Chris Paranto will come in for Atlanta. So here comes Chris Paranto. He'll come in. No record on the year. 1 inning of work, 1 hit. Right-handed pitcher will pitch to Castro, and then probably a pinch hitter for Sealy here as the Mets are trying to get back in this. McCann puts down the sign. Pronto from the stretch in the pitch. That's going to be a line drive single. No, another fantastic play by Edgar Renteria. Holy smokes. Single on a 1-10, rolled a 12, and got him. He did. Renteria right there. So with 2 outs, the Mets go with Sealy here. 4 at bats, a walk and a strikeout on the season. Do you want to blow a pitcher here? Let's see if the Mets want to continue using him, and they'll go to Julio Franco. They'll go to Julio Franco here. So Julio Franco will come in and swing for Sealy. So right-handed hitter. This is Franco's 0 for 2 on the season. McCann puts down the sign. Pronto from the stretch and the pitch. That's going to be a single 1-14. Oh, again, I cannot believe it. This Week in Baseball is calling. 3-12, single on a 1-14. Roll the 20. Actually, side is retired. We go to the bottom of 7. Get up and stretch. Braves 5, Mets 1. Let's see who the Mets will go with here. Scott Schoenweiss will have to give the Mets some innings here just to eat some and keep some of the regular bullpen from having to pitch. Here's Chipper Jones, 5-8-0 for Atlanta, 1-7-0 for the Mets. Chipper followed by Andrew Jones and McCann against the veteran journeyman Scott Schoenweiss. Castro puts down the sign. Schoenweiss, the lefty, and the pitch. That's going to be a fly ball center field. That's Beltran makes the catch, and there's one away. Here is Andrew Jones. Braves lead 5-1, 1 out here in the seventh. Jones 0 for 2 with a walk. Castro puts down the sign. Schoenweiss with the windup and pitch to Andrew Jones. That's a drive into left field. That could be trouble. Back goes Alou. At the track. Makes the catch. Oh, he had some room. Wind blew it back, and his catch is made by Alou. Home run won the 9, but he rolled the 19. 2 outs in the seventh for McCann. 0 for 2 with a walk so far. Castro puts down the sign. Schoenweiss from the stretch and the pitch. That's going to be a catch X here. We'll see what the options here will be for Ramon Castro. Castro is a 3-1. Here's the play. It's a 2. Oh my goodness. Did he get the hit on a 15? There's no error. Let's see, was there a play? Yes, he did. He threw him out at first. A little roller in front of the box, picked up by the catcher, throws him out, and retires aside. We go to the eighth, Atlanta 5, and the Mets 1. So far in the hitting, Atlanta has 8 hits compared to the Braves 7, and the Braves have a 4-run advantage in the eighth. And it will be Reyes, Valentine, and Beltran against Chris Pronto here. McCann puts down the sign. Pronto with the windup and pitch. This will be a pop up to short. This should be Renteria. Comes down with it and makes the catch. And that's the first out. First out here in the eighth. Here is Valentine, 1 for 3. McCann puts down the sign. Pronto from the windup and pitch. This will be a line drive to deep right center field. This could be trouble. It's off the top of the wall. Valentine in the second will stand with a double. So 2 for 4 for Valentine. And the Mets trying to crawl back in it. That is the Mets' eighth hit of the ball game, a 1-out double. Here's Beltran, 2 for 3 in the ball game. Needs this average to continue going. McCann puts down the sign. Pronto from the stretch and the pitch. That's going to be a fly ball into center field, I believe. Catch will be made. I don't think you can advance on this one. Oh, in the right field. He will try instead. So they'll hold him. They'll hold Valentine at second. 2 outs for Delgado, who's 1 for 3. McCann puts down the sign. Pronto looks in and the windup and the pitch. That's going to be a catch. X. Let's see how this works with a runner on now. Oh, that's an infield hit in front of McCann. No play made. That should be a base hit on McCann. So Brian McCann. Oh, let's see. No, hang on. Let's redo that one. So we need to catch X. So we need to catch X on McCann first of all. So that's going to be a 5-4. So he rolls the 1 to get the hit. There's no error on the 8. Should be an infield hit in front of the plate. And it is. Oh, he called him out. Oh, actually, let's see what he did. Let's see. It gets away from McCann, rolling to the backstop. McCann has it too late. The damage is done. It's a wild pitch. So Delgado still bats with 2 outs here and runner on third. So let's see if Delgado can do something here. McCann puts down the sign. Pronto from the stretch. Big time opportunity for the Mets to get a big run. It's going to be a single. No, it's a line drive caught by Kelly Johnson. So 1-7 with a roll of 13, a liner. And again, the Mets are turned away. We go to the bottom of the eighth inning. It's 5-1 Atlanta. So Schoenweiss will stay out there. He'll pitch to Francoeur, Thorman, and Langenens. Castro puts down the sign. Schoenweiss will wind up and the pitch. That's going to fly ball right field. Green is there, comes in, puts the glove up, and there's 1 out here in the eighth. Here's Scott Thorman. So far in the ball game, he's 2 for 3, a homer and a double. Castro puts down the sign. Schoenweiss with a windup and pitch. That's going to be a walk, and he's on base for the 3rd time. So a huge walk. Now here's Ryan Langenhans. He'll swing against Schoenweiss here. So Castro puts down the sign. From the stretch is Schoenweiss. 4-9 is a line drive in the gap for a base hit. That's a double for Langenhans. 4-9 with a 17. That's a double. So a double for Langenhans. Second and third, 1 out. 5-1 ball game for Atlanta. And now, again, here is Pronto's bat. He will be pinch hit for. Let's see what they do. Give me 1 second to make this change. Matt Diaz will come and swing. Let's see. Hang on 1 second. Oh, that's why. What I just do? I pinch ran for him, didn't I? All right. So we need to change that. All right. Let's see. Hang on 1 moment. Let me see if I can find myself a double somewhere. Yeah. 3-6 is a double. Didn't matter. 3-6 is a double. Hold the runners. Second and third, 1 out in the eighth. Pronto will be pinch hit for. Diaz will come in and hit for him. That will bring out Willie Randolph, and that'll be all for Schoenweiss. And coming out will be Burgos and one of the younger Met pitchers. So second and third, one out. Big opportunity here. Castro puts down the sign. Here is the pitch from Burgos. 4-4 struck him out. Good job there. So he gets a big K. 2 outs. It is 5-1 Atlanta. And now here's Kelly Johnson. He's 2 for 3 with a double. Drove in 2 runs back in the 6th. Castro puts down the sign. Burgess looks in from the stretch. That is going to be double 1-5. No, it drops for Beltran to make the catch. Size retired. So good job there by the Met pitching. Holding serve. We go to the top of the 9th inning. Braves 5, Mets 4. So let's see, with a 4-run lead, who do the Braves turn to? They'll go back to Wickman here. So Wickman will come in the ball game. And he'll pitch to David Wright, Moises Alou, and Sean Green. Last top of the ninth. Let's have 3 outs to do something with. McCann puts down the sign. Wickman with the windup and the pitch. That's going to be a line drive in the gap for a base hit. Single off Wickman, and the Mets have the leadoff runner on. Double 1-9, rolled to 14. So long single for Wrights, 2 for 4. Here's Moises, 1 for 3. Lone Met run, a home run in the 7th. McCann puts down the sign. Wickman from the stretch and the pitch. And that's going to be a line drive in the gap for a base hit. Mets are not going away slowly or softly. Double 1-8, roll to 17. Runners at first and third. Nobody out, and here come the Mets. First and third, no outs for Sean Green. So Rafael Soriano up in the Brave bullpen. He's ready. McCann puts down the sign. Wickman working from the stretch and the pitch. 6-6, another double to center field. Moises Alou will probably have to hold. No speed there. So Green doubles, Wright will score. Alou will go to third, holding the runners, and the Mets now trail by 3, 5-2. So now here's Ramon Castro, and they'll probably get a pinch hitter here for him. And they'll go to LaDuca. So LaDuca will come in. He'll swing. He's been on a slow pace so far. Right-handed hitter, second and third, nobody out. McCann puts down the sign. Here's a pitch from Wickman. And that's going to be a fly ball in the left field. Langenhans is there, makes the catch. And let's see if they offer a run scored. And oh, wait a minute. Hang on. Give me 1 second. Oh, it's not it. Hang on. Sorry. Hang on. Let's go in and do that play. That's why. 2, 3. Let's see what the fly ball left field does. Langenhans is there, makes the catch. Let's see if they want to try to send him on a 1-11. What side to send or hold the runner from third? So it's not an automatic sacrifice. There's only 1 out, and they'll hold the runner there. And here's Burgess, and again, the Mets will have to make a pinch hitting change here. So he was in, got himself an inning, and now coming in probably will be Damon Easley here. 5-2 Atlanta, 2 men on, 1 man out. McCann puts down the sign. Wickman from the stretch and the pitch. 5-7 struck him out. 2 outs and a huge strikeout for Bob Wickman. So 2 outs. Soriano is the tying run. And now here's Jose Reyes. Does Reyes stay in there, trying to get the Mets closer? McCann puts down the sign. Wickman looking for the save. Second and third, 2 outs, and the pitch to Reyes. That's going to be a popped up. He choked in the clutch. Second baseman is there. Johnson makes the catch, and this ball game is over. The Atlanta Braves win this one and win the series 2-1 with the score of 5-2. Braves 5-9-0. The Mets 2-11-0. Let's just go over some stats here. The Mets are now 3-3. The Braves are 4-2. Winning pitcher is Davies. The loss goes to Orlando Hernandez. The home runs were by Alou, Renteria, and Thorman. Doubles by Valentine, Green, Johnson, Jones. Foul by Thorman and Langhans. RBIs by Alou, his seventh. Green's first. Kelly Johnson had two. Edgar Renteria continues his sparkling hitting. He had two RBIs, gave him three. And Thorman with the home run was a solo blast, his first. Braves win 5-2. The Mets go 3-3 on the first road trip of the year. They will return back home to Shea. We'll play a 3-game series with the Fighting Philadelphia Phillies. Thank you, folks, for being here. It's been an excitement here. The final score, the Atlanta Braves pull this one off. We'll be back again in the future with another game, probably the New York Met home opener, if we can play it tonight, as they'll play the Phillies. Cole Hamels on the mound for the Fighting Phils. Have a good night, everybody. Good night from Atlanta as the Atlanta Braves take 2 out of 3 from the New York Mets.